Hello and welcome to Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia's capital and largest city. A city that blends traditional architecture with the very modern. It is also a city which has undergone rapid development in recent years and now boasts a very modern skyline, which is dominated by the Petronas Towers, the tallest twin buildings in the world. But we're here at the Axiata Arena for finals day at the 2019 Celcom Axiata Malaysia Open. This is a tournament that dates back to 1937, but this year is the 37th edition since the first of the Open era in 1983. This event is also the first of 5 Super 750 tournaments, and it's the 9th of 27 events on the HSBC BWF World Tour, which started in January at the Thailand Masters. And as you can see, it really is a global tour, with events spanning right across the world, from America to Europe to Asia and Oceania, all culminating in the World Tour Finals in Guangzhou in December. So as I was saying, today is finals day and all 5 finals for you this afternoon, and we're starting with mixed doubles. And it's a repeat of both the World Championship and the Malaysian Open finals last year. It's the defending champions ZHENG and Wang Yaxiong up against the World Championship silver medalists Wang Yilu and Huang Dongping. Then women's doubles and Chen Qingcheng and Jia Yifan, former world champions and beaten finalists here last year, up against Du Yue and Li Yunhui. Then men's singles and a repeat of the 2015 final, so 2 former champions. Chen Long, the reigning Olympic champion, is up against the 2-time former Olympic champion Lin Dan, who today is contesting his 5th Malaysian Open final. Then it's women's singles and Tai Su Ying, the defending champion, in her 4th consecutive final here, looking to take a 3rd consecutive title. She's up against Akane Yamaguchi, who's making history today as the first player from Japan to contest the women's singles final here at the Malaysian Open. Then we finish with men's doubles and a repeat of last year's World Championship final. Takeshi Kimura and Keigo Sonoda, the defending champions, are up against Li Junhui and Li Yuchen, the reigning world champions. Well, with mixed doubles, our first final of the day, as we look at the magnificent trophy, we can look at the race to Guangzhou Standings. And I can tell you that the number 2 on the list, Puavaranukroh and Teurat Tanachai, by virtue of their semi-final here, will move up to number 1. Champeng Soon and Go Liu Ying, currently at number 4, will go up 2 places to number 2. And the 2 pairs we are about to watch are not even on that list, but I can tell you that whether they win or lose today's final, Zheng Xiwei and Wang Yaxiong, who are currently at 12, will shoot up 8 places to number 4 on that list. So when we look at the mixed doubles draw from quarter-final stage onwards, we had 5 different nationalities, 4 seeds, 2 in each half of the draw. And it was wonderful to see 2 pairs from the host nation, Malaysia, one of which made it through to the semi-final stage. But it is the number 1 and 2 seeds who have made it through to the final in a repeat of last year's final here at the Malaysia Open.
Mixed doubles finalists.
I'm Jill Clark, delighted to say that I'm joined by Morten Frost, and obviously with a repeat of last year's final, the first final of the day, a chance for Zheng Xiwei to win his 3rd consecutive mixed doubles title. That would be a record.
Yes, and with 2 different partners as well. The first one he won was with Chen Qingcheng, and then of course last year with Wang Yaxiong, and then of course this year perhaps again.
Yeah, well, when he won the final with Chen Qingcheng, beat his current partner in the final.
With Lu Kai.
That's right.
Yep, they mixed it up.
They are the hot favourites, but I can tell you that the last time that these 2 pairs met was in the final of the World Tour finals, and it was this pair of Wang Yilu and Huang Dongping who won on that occasion. That, in fact, was their first ever victory over their opponents of today. So, perhaps history in the making, because no mixed doubles player has ever won 3 consecutive titles here at the Malaysian Open. 3 other players have won 2 consecutive titles, Martin Ju, Park Ju-bong and Gao Ling, and interestingly, with 2 different partners. But there you can see this is the 9th meeting between these two players. And as I was telling you, the last time they played was the only time that Wang Yilu and Huang Dongping have won. So our guest to do the toss of the coin become a tradition on finals day at the HSBC BWF World Tour events. So as we look at Zheng Xiwei, should mention that Gao Ling did win 3 titles here at the Malaysian Open, mixed doubles titles, but they weren't consecutive. He's 22 years of age now, is Zheng Xiwei, born in the port city of Guangzhou in Zhejiang province. And he and his partner, current world number ones, enjoying their 35th consecutive week as world number ones. So Wang Yaxiong is in her 4th final here, in her 5th appearance. She was in 2 finals in 2017 and lost both finals. The women's doubles final with Tang Jinghua, and of course lost the mixed doubles final to her partner of today. But look at their series of results to get through to today's final. Not one match over the half-an-hour mark. So total time on court, 1 hour and 46 minutes. They have won all of their matches in very, very convincing style. So to their opponents, Wang Yilu, he's 24, as indeed is his partner. He was born in Xiaxing, in Zhejiang province, and they did spend a total of 5 weeks as world number ones across 2 different spells, but currently number 2 in the world ranking. 3rd consecutive appearance as a pair at this Malaysian Open. Huang Dongping, born in Fujian province. So they are trying to win back-to-back titles because they won last week in India, in the city of Delhi. But they've had a much harder path through to today's final. 3 games in the first round against Wang and Cheng, and then beat the 2017 World Junior Champions in 2 straight games in the quarterfinal. It was a thriller. The Olympic silver medalists and 2-time beaten finalists here. They had to save 2 match points before they won through. And the semi-final against Tan and Lai, also from Malaysia. So as we look at our court officials, both from the host nation, I can tell you that Wang Yilu and Wang Dongping on court for a total of 3 hours, 19 minutes. So 1 hour and 33 minutes longer than their opponents. So almost twice as long. So as far as Zheng Xiwei is concerned, and his partner, they are both contesting a 4th final here at the Malaysian Open.
Ready?
A 3rd consecutive for both of them in the mixed doubles.
Ladies and gentlemen, on my right, Wang Yilu and Huang Dongping, China. And on my left, Zheng Xiwei and Huang Yaqiong, China. Huang Dongping to serve to Zheng Xiwei. Love all, play.
So the first of our finals about to get underway. The defending champions nearest to us in a repeat of last year's final.
Service over.
So Morton, it's
1-love.
2 finals in 2017 for both of these players we're looking at, or we were looking at just a second ago, the defending champions. And I think many people forget the men's doubles final for Zheng Xiwei, but that was his one and only tournament with Fu Haifeng, I think, wasn't it? When they reached the final?
Excuse me, yes, I think so. I think you're right on that. And Zheng Ziwei is a very, very good doubles player, as we've seen, and he can cover both the men's doubles and the mixed doubles. But I think that China is doing right in letting him focus and concentrate on the mixed doubles here, because they have done so well. Undisputed the best in the world.
Yeah, I don't think anybody would disagree with that. That's wonderful play. This, just to emphasise your point, Morton, is their 21st tournament together, and it's their 18th final.
It's absolutely unbelievable.
Yeah.
Yeah, they started off late in 2017, winning 3 tournaments when they started playing together.
Yeah.
Service for love.
They reached number 2 in the world ranking with only 8 tournaments towards the world ranking. Normally, we keep saying that you need at least 10 tournaments to get a realistic indication of your capabilities and a realistic ranking.
Service over. 1-4.
Well, I have to say, the last time these two pairs played against each other in Guangzhou in the World Tour finals, in the final that day, I thought it was absolutely tremendous match.
It was a fantastic match we watched.
I hope we get the same again today.
We can only hope, but for that to happen, it means that the second pair in the blue, Wang Yilu and Huang Dongping, really have to play aggressive badminton. They have to get in on the attack. And if they can't put Ziwei and Yachong under pressure and really starting attacking them well, then they haven't got a lot of chance, to be honest.
Yeah.
The chances for Wang Yilu really to attack and play strong from the back, and then Dongping to take the initiative away from Yachong at the net.
Just wide, that's well left. It was a good interception from Wang Dongping. This, incidentally, is the first same-nation mixed doubles final this year on the World Tour, and we're in the 9th event.
That was a very fine example there, where Dongping goes in and play that delayed shot, that trick shot, and really unsettle Yachong. And I think that's what she needs to do.
So 5 straight points. So that run comes to an end.
Service over. 5-all.
Oh, quick game forward.
That's out.
Yeah, it was a good flick serve, wasn't it?
It was very good flick serve.
7-5.
Yeah. Very difficult to neutralise their attacking play. The world number ones are so effective and penetrate the attack so well. And it's all out attack, just like that rally.
Exactly, and that's what, excuse me, my voice has gone a little bit here, but that's what Wang Yilu and Huang Dongping really have to start avoiding. They must get the initiative. They're pushed further and further and further back, and that's really a big problem to them.
Yeah.
Service over.
So it's
9.
for Huang Dongping, who is serving now, really to take control of the net. She must in and control.
No, it's not helping by using the flick serve.
Service over. 10.
But she should have covered that
6.
one, knowing
Yeah.
that Wang Yulu is not able to cover that cross one. Of course, when you flick in a situation like that, you must cover it.
Yeah. Now that's what she should be doing.
Exactly, intercepting, really,
Service over.
really trying to take that net away.
7, 10.
Well, he looks back down at the line, Zheng Xiwei, as if to ask himself whether he should have left it or not.
8, 10. Play. Service over.
To the mid-game interval,
11-8.
the defending
Interval.
champions with a 3-point advantage. Just 7 minutes to the mid-game interval, and of course there won't be any coaching staff involved. It's both pairs from the same nation. It's actually the 5th mixed doubles final here at the Malaysian Open, which has featured 2 pairs from
20
China.
seconds. 20
The third
seconds.
consecutive. But perhaps we also ought to mention, I think they'll wait for
11-8.
for the full
Play. Let.
timeout. Yes, they weren't
They
quite
have
ready.
to. They
yeah.
have to.
Yeah.
It's according to the rules.
Play.
Crystal Tan from Malaysia are on par for this one. It's gone long. Morton, we ought to mention and talk about the fact that Zheng Xiwei and Wang Yaxiong won the Grand Slam of 750 events last year.
Yeah, they won all 5. They did.
Which is extraordinary.
They did.
But didn't win all of
Service
the
over.
Super 1000 events.
9,
No, they missed one,
12.
Yeah,
as far as I remember. They didn't win the All England.
that's right. They lost in the final.
Yes.
Although, yes, it was a double hit. Good spot by the umpire.
10, 12.
Oh. That was a bit of a lucky shot. You can see the smile on his face.
Service over. 13, 10.
Yes, Wang Yaxiong doing well to get out of the way. Was that just a complete mishit?
Service over. 11, 13.
Oh, my goodness. That's unbelievable. Between the legs from Zheng Wei.
But not only that, but look at the quality.
14-11.
Really good quality in the shot as well. But when you compare the two pairs in their defense, it's quite different actually, because Wang Yilu and Huang Dongping, they depend a lot on Huang Dongping to be really good in her defense. They are much more like a doubles situation, where Wang Yilu is mostly only covering himself, where the other partnership is completely different, where Zheng Siwei is covering more than Huang Yachong.
Yeah.
So it's actually two complete different defensive situations.
Right. No, back level.
14-all.
Oh, look at that defense.
That's very, very creative.
Gone long.
Service over. 15-14.
And it's also interesting to see how Zheng Siwei is directing his attack a lot towards the male opponent. Wang Yilu here, he tends not to go too much cross-court because he knows that Dongping is so strong in her defense.
Yeah.
So very often he just chooses to go straight, which is a good tactic here because that keeps the control for the pair in the red t-shirts here today.
Oh, it's that drive serve again. We've seen that a lot this week.
Yeah, he's a good server. He's serving really well.
Service over. 16-15.
Oh, yes.
17-15.
Well, this is crucial times, of course, this stage of the game.
Play.
Well, Zheng Siwei also throwing in the drive serve.
15.
Oh, my goodness, what a smash across the body towards the right hip of Wang Dongping. Watch the accuracy of that.
But Siwei is doing it because he is in balance
15.
when he's going cross-court on this one. He's in complete imbalance to do it.
Service over. 16-19.
It's a pity from Dong Ping's
Service
point of view.
over.
It was a very good serve,
20,
anticipated the
game
third shot
16.
well. But it's now game point opportunities for the defending champions. That's well wide. Sideways drift
Service over.
coming into play there.
17-20.
Oh, unbelievable, and a lucky net cord on the last defensive shot from Cheng Shiwei.
First game won by
And the opening
Chen
game
Shiwei
to the
and
defending
Wang Yachong.
champions,
21-17.
21-17. 16 minutes of play. Well, that's cruel, isn't it?
Yeah, we didn't see it here in the replay, but it's interesting to see how Huang Yachong is forced further and further towards the sideline, but see how Cheng Shiwei is covering the centre of the court, covering three-quarters of the court, where she's just covering herself, which is quite normal in mixed doubles. And that's where they play more traditional, where we look at the other pair, the pair in blue. We often see that they depend so much on Dong Ping to at least cover 50%.
Yeah.
She must cover 50% because Wang Yilu is not covering more than 50. Otherwise, these gaps are created.
Yeah. Of course, we don't have a clue what they're saying, but it seemed quite intense.
Yeah. But that's good.
Yeah.
Seconds. 20 seconds.
Good crowd in today. Very knowledgeable about their badminton, the Malaysian fans.
They're passionate.
And passionate.
Second game. Love all. Play.
Well, an indication of how dominant these two pairs have been over the last year or so. This is not only the 9th time that they're meeting each other, but it's the 6th time they're meeting in a final. So you've got to be number 1 and 2 seeds, or, well, they have been number 1 and 2 seeds when they've met in the finals.
Yes.
You haven't got to be number 1 and 2 seeds to meet in the final, but they have been. Oh my goodness, why didn't he try and play a backhand? What on earth was he thinking? He's quick, but he's not that quick.
1-2.
That's trouble, isn't it?
That is trouble. Oh my goodness. rally.
Yeah,
Good
that's
judgment.
well spotted. But this is some of the play that we saw in December. This is the kind of match that we saw in December when they played this wonderful final.
3,
Yeah.
2.
It was at the World Tour finals. We saw these flat exchanges and the attacks, you know, like a wave. It go one way and the other way, and you know, it keeps changing all the time.
Yeah.
And that's the kind of match that we saw in December.
Yeah. So quick on those half chances. That little push to the mid-court area against most pairs, you'd say that's that little one there. That absolutely no advantage at all, because Zheng Siwei is just absolutely closing down that mid-court area.
Okay, thank you. Service over. 3-all.
And here we had an example of Wang Yilu not so good changing direction. If he's gone one direction, it's quite hard for him to go another direction. He was going in to cover his partner. She got it back, but then it came to the other side and he was nowhere near it. He had to throw himself on the court to get it.
4-3.
And this is what you see sometimes, that he's not so good changing direction.
Yeah. Oh, well, she wasn't fooled by the punch clear there.
5-3.
No, it was too short. I think the idea was good, but Zheng Siwei is playing against the drift and he's got to punch it a bit more. That was simply too short.
Yeah, good return.
Service over. 4-5.
Oh, great drop shot. Ah! Fans loving the fast, flat exchanges.
They were simply playing 2 against 1. Wang Yilu and Huang Dongping playing against Zheng Siwei. Look at that, he's covering the full court all by himself.
It's amazing, isn't it? You have to wonder, though, Morten. There was a big open gap there. Only one man,
thank you.
one player on the court. Why didn't they change up the pace? Why didn't they block it or something? But they just seem to get embroiled into this sort of battle of
The eagerness.
Yes.
Yeah, I think you're right on that. It's one man covering the full court and he still managed to do it and win it.
Yeah.
Service over. 6-5.
Wang Yilu and Huang Dongping have been much more aggressive from the beginning of the second game. They are much more in control.
Overdone it. Don't you think, though, that Wang Yilu and Wang Dongping seem to be playing today with much more freedom than, I don't know if you saw the quarterfinal and the semi-final against the Malaysians.
Yes.
And I felt they looked under pressure, and whereas now they seem to, because they're not expected to win, they've got the freedom to just go for it.
Opening up a bit.
Yeah.
I agree with you on that.
Wang Dongping there. You cover that one and I'll cover this.
Yeah, she's the boss.
Play.
Well,
7,
tempted to leave
6.
it, it hit her. Clever. Yeah, a little stamp of frustration. He knows his partner had set him up well with that lovely little block. I like that. And then he goes for the drop shot, saw that Wang Dongping was deep in her defensive stance.
It would definitely have been a winner.
Yeah.
Had that one come over.
Hence his frustration. Oh, amazing shot.
Service over. 8.
Well, that's how you get out of
7.
a defensive situation.
Yep, that's the way to do it.
Does tend to wait committed on his defence, doesn't he, Wang Yilu?
Service over. 8, 9. Service over.
It's not really a weakness
10.
when either pair is in the abnormal formation of the woman at the back of the court. They're both so strong, the females on court. Yeah.
Yeah. That's also when you see Tanachai from Thailand. She's also extremely strong from the back.
So a challenge here. That was the most extraordinary defensive shot. She crouched down. And she thinks it's come back in, which I'd be surprised about because the drift all week we've been saying from left to right, but it has landed in. Great challenge.
Correction in.
And it means that we're in the mid-game interval. 3-point advantage. As indeed it was, mid-game interval of the opening game.
And if you look at the 4 best pairs in the world in the mixed doubles at the moment, have these 2 pairs. We have Watanabe and Higashina, and we have Ranakro and Tanachai. And all the 4 pairs have a very, very strong female player from the back.
Yeah.
Which means that we see, as what you just discussed before, that the male player can go in at the net and try to intercept because he knows there's someone really, really good behind him.
Yeah, very good point.
And I think that's making a difference, and that's why these pairs are the top 4 pairs.
Yeah.
11-8.
Pair number 5 is Chan Peng Sun and Go Liu Ying. And they're really, really good, but they play more traditional.
They certainly do, yeah.
Look at that defensive shot from Dong Ping.
Oh.
And here we have a situation where Dong Ping is not covering her 50% and suddenly is getting stranded in the middle. Look at Wang Yilu. Look at that. He should have covered that one.
Court. Service over. 9-12.
Gosh, she's so decisive at the front of the courts, is this young lady. Well, yeah, she'll...
Okay, thank you. Thirteen. 9.
Yeah, shot popped up after getting deflected by the net cord.
10-13.
Yeah, shake of a head from Wang Yilu.
Service over. 14-10.
Yes, the World Champions and Asian Games gold medalists beginning to really stamp their authority on this final now.
Yeah, Wang Yilu is not really getting away with his cross-court defensive shots. Really letting him down.
Service over. 11-15.
It's a very good serve.
He is a very, very good server. I watched him for quite a number of times, and even when it gets really tight, it's coming as precise as ever.
Yeah. They seem to have a very, very good understanding.
12.
Zheng Shiwei and Wang Yaxiong. One gets pulled slightly out of position, the other one moves round to cover.
Yeah, but he moves forward because he knows that the shot from Huang Yaqiong is quite decisive.
Yeah.
Which means that he's just got to cover the net.
12. Service over. 13-18.
Yes. Just guiding the shuttle in a downward direction, taking a bit of pace off it. That's so clever. Points away from retaining the title, Zheng Xiwei and Huang Yaqiong. 2 points away from this man, making history.
Okay, thank you.
As the first player to win 3 consecutive mixed doubles titles at the Malaysian Open.
Really? Really? 19-13.
Match point opportunities,
20,
7 of them.
Match point, 13.
That's out.
That's gone wide, and at the first time of asking, Zheng Xiwei and Huang Yaqiong defend and retain their title. 2 straight games, 21-17, 21-13, in a match lasting 38 minutes.
Match
And indeed,
won by
history
Zheng Xiwei
is
and
made.
Huang Yaqiong.
The return of serve well wide.
21-13.
Third consecutive mixed doubles title in a 4th final here at the Malaysian Open. His other final, of course, the men's doubles. But there is confirmation of the score. 21-17, 21-13 in 38 minutes.
你贴得很近的，你不要对球投，打球毛都没事，因为你那个对啊，就是那个球已经在那跳了以后，但你不往
Well, it'd be quite remarkable, Morton, if they were to win the Grand Slam of 750s again.
Yeah.
Well,
But it can be in the cards. All honesty, I think that everybody else is fighting to come second to them at the moment. I know what happened at the All England. It was very unusual because Zheng Xiwei and Huang Yaqiong had to fight so hard to win that title, and especially in the semi-final against Praveen Jordan and Octavianti.
Yeah.
They had match points against them, didn't they? It was really, really a good match, and the 2 Indonesians had a great opportunity to take this pair out of the All England this year.
Yeah.
So that was close. They were not in form 3 weeks ago at the All England, but certainly played really well here in the Malaysian Open. And today is the first time they played more than half an hour.
Yeah, indeed. Well, it's a 3rd title in their 3rd tournament this year,
Ladies and gentlemen,
to go with the All England
victory
that you were
ceremony.
talking about and the Indonesian Masters. The Indonesian Masters was their 2nd consecutive title there as well. 2nd consecutive as a pair here in Malaysia.
With great pleasure, we now invite Yang Berbahagia, Datuk Teo Teng Chong, Vice President Badminton Association of Malaysia, and Yang Berusaha, Mr. Mat Rasid Jahlil, Vice President Badminton Association of Malaysia, and Chairman of Tournament Committee, to give away the prizes and mock check to the winners.
Mixed doubles runners-up.
Well, one match shy of winning back-to-back titles. But it was a good final. It's been a good 2 weeks for Wang Yilu and Huang Dongping. Winners a week ago in Delhi at the Indian Open, but having to settle for 2nd best here in Malaysia. So for a second consecutive year as a pair. They win the Malaysia Open title. Zheng Shiwei and Wang Yaxiong. For Zheng Shiwei, a third consecutive title, having won in 2017 with Chen Qingchen. 3 tournaments this year, 3 titles, and a 10th World Tour title in total since the inception of the World Tour at the beginning of last year. So our next final is women's doubles, and it's the former world champions Chen Qingchen and Jia Yifan up against Du Yue and Li Yinhui.